Good, you didn't get nothing.
All right, welcome everybody to our regular meeting for the City Council of the City of Perry. Let's call our meeting to order and have roll call.
Okay, Coffee.
Here.
Bledsoe.
Here.
Marshall.
Here.
Davis. Coldarn. Rupp.
New technology.
Williams. Brown.
Here.
Wortham.
Here. All right, we barely have quorum. So let's start out tonight with invocation. And Gloria, would you offer that for us?
I will. Father, I just come before you this evening with a grateful heart, thankful for all that you've done for us and where you brought us from and where we are today. And I thank you that we can come together with the freedom that we have. And I just thank you that you will invite you to come and to be a part of our meeting tonight and just help us to have the wisdom we need and to make right decisions. And Father, we'll just give you all the glory in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Gloria. All right, item 1, our consent agenda.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All right, any discussion? Nope. Let's have roll call.
And Coffee.
Yes.
Bledsoe.
Yes.
Marshall.
Yes.
Brown.
Yes.
Wortham.
Yes. All right, item 4, comments from those assembled pertaining to items on the city agenda. I don't believe we have anyone. So, jump over to item number 5. Proclamations, commendations, reports, and inquiries by the governing body. So council reports, start with Ward 1. Scott? Gloria? No? All right, Austin?
I don't have anything.
Annette?
Nope.
All right. The only thing that I have, not everybody's here, so maybe we'll send out an email about this as well. If anybody has nominees or people that they would like to suggest for Gloria's seat that is going to be coming up here in this next election, if you guys would like to provide that by our next meeting, what we'll do is we'll invite those individuals to come out and kind of give an introduction, little presentation to us as a council, and then later on in that meeting we can go into an executive session and talk about it, and then we can make our selection. But I think that's how I'd like the process to go, so that we can get to know the nominees and see them face to face and actually hear from them. So, if you have anybody in mind for Ward 1,
I have not a break.
you've got a couple weeks to have that ready. So, that's all I've got. So next we have a presentation of our quarterly report from our Perry Chamber of Commerce.
Thank you all for having me this evening. My name is Katie Karras. I'm the new president and CEO of the Chamber. I've met most of you, so it's great to be here this evening. I'm just going to go through our quarterly report for you. If you have any questions, feel free to speak up and ask. The Perry Chamber of Commerce is pleased to present this quarterly report to the City of Perry outlining our accomplishments and ongoing initiatives for the first quarter of 2025. Our focus remains on fostering business growth, community engagement, and strengthening partnerships to enhance the economic and social vitality of our community here in Perry. A couple of things that we have recently done. We had a board retreat in December of 2024. We held a board retreat with a facilitator. We hired an outside facilitator to come in and help us do a little bit of vision casting and strategic planning for the year. We wanted to establish a clear direction for 2025. During this session, we developed a new vision and mission statement. Not huge changes, but just fine-tuned it a little bit so that we're a little more goal-oriented this year. We've reviewed our bylaws, which I think it had been a minute since we've looked at those. That kind of tends to fall by the wayside. And then we assessed our scope of work to focus on strategic priorities for the year ahead. We also elected 3 new board members to serve 3-year terms. One you'll be very familiar with, Derek Coldarn, is an ex officio member for us. He is with the City of Perry and also with Ditch Witch. We have Hunter Nida with Noble County Meats and Shannon Henderson with Sister Spirit. So we're really excited about all 3 of these board members. They've already been able to attend a couple of board meetings and were able to be a part of that strategic planning retreat, which I think was really valuable for them to be a part of. So we're excited for all that they're going to bring in the next 3 years. We did have a leadership transition this year. In February of 2025, the Chamber successfully completed the hiring process for a new Chief Executive Officer. We had 5 applicants for the position, and I am really grateful that I was selected for this really important role. I bring a lot of experience in business ownership. I own Simple Simons here in Perry, so I feel like that gives me a unique perspective on small business ownership. I have experience in community development and leadership to the chamber. I previously served as the secretary and chairman of the board prior to getting the CEO position, so I'm super grateful to be a part. We had our annual chamber banquet, which several of you were able to attend. Thank you so much for being there. After the Oklahoma weather forced us to pivot, we hosted our banquet on March 4th, celebrating the achievements of local businesses, recognizing outstanding contributions to the community, and casting vision for the year ahead. The event was well attended and served as an excellent opportunity for networking and appreciation for our chamber members. We've received really positive feedback. The awards that we handed out that evening were Citizens of the Year to Reverend Dr. Joshua Bell. Small Business of the Year went to Sprinkles and Cream, which is Jason and Chastity Tell. And Large Business of the Year was Exchange Bank and the Hall family. I think all of them were there that evening to receive that award, which was great. And then our Hall of Fame award went to Phil and Gayla Salvati. We had a special honor for an award we created called the Mr. Perry Award for Mr. Al Wise, our corner waiver. And we also announced that he would be our parade marshal this year at the Cherokee Strip celebration. So he's been having some health issues, so we've been keeping him in our thoughts and prayers, and we're hoping that he's going to feel 100% by the time that parade rolls around this year, because he has a very important role to play. So we're excited about that. Business development and education, we attended the Tools for Your Business seminar that Main Street of Perry hosted. The event provided valuable insights and resources to support our local businesses and entrepreneurs, and while attendance was a little down from what I think they hoped, I think it was really valuable. I kind of looked at it as an opportunity. We had lots of Perry businesses there represented. I took it as an opportunity to network with those businesses and be able to visit with some of our chamber members that I hadn't had a chance to talk to yet. So I found it extremely valuable and have gotten lots of follow-up from that event. Current initiatives and upcoming events, we're looking forward to Springfest in April, the 26th. The Chamber is planning Springfest right now, and after discussing with Laura Vollmer at Main Street, we actually decided to merge this event with Cruise in Oklahoma, which is an event that typically happens in the heat of August. I think it was about 103 last year when they did Cruise in Oklahoma, so we figured 2 car events, they pull from kind of the same demographic and audience, why not merge it and make it even better? So that's what we're trying to do this year. The YMCA also reached out, and that day happens to be Healthy Kids Day, and so they're also going to partner with us, and they'll be hosting some events there on the square. Instead of it just being kind of a morning activity, we're starting registration at 10 a.m., and then the car show portion will be over about 3 o'clock, and then Cruise in Oklahoma will come in at 5, and we'll do burnouts at 6:30. So we're hoping that this extended event kind of contributes to keeping people downtown a little bit longer. We're going to try to have some different things planned throughout the day to try to keep attendance up downtown so that there's lots going on. We're also hoping that a lot of the attendees from the car show will stay and that they'll enjoy the rest of the festivities for the evening. So we're excited about that and excited about the partnership opportunities it presents. Our goal, I think, is to just increase collaboration among organizations in Perry, and we're really excited about even the small opportunities we've had to do that so far. We're actually actively working on the Cherokee Strip celebration, which seems crazy, but it's fast approaching in September and it takes a lot of planning, so I'm trying to get a jump start on it. This year we aim to strengthen partnerships with community groups, businesses, and volunteers to expand the event's impact and appeal. We're partnering with the Cherokee Strip Museum, their director is Maddie Flores, the Noble County Fairgrounds, Mr. Joe Williams, who you all know, and the YMCA, Jennifer Kine, and Main Street of Perry, Laura Vollmer, to enhance the programming and events offered during the week of celebration. So we're hoping that this streamlines communication to the public. In the past, it's felt pretty compartmentalized, where each organization had their own things going on, and this year we're really hoping to kind of develop a marketing campaign to where you have one hub, one source of information, we're publicizing everything, it's a united effort. Everybody's communicating, that's kind of the goal this year. And we're hoping that makes it even better. So we're actively working, fingers crossed, to secure a carnival to return to the celebration this year. That has been the #1 request that the chamber receives, is people call and say, is the carnival coming back? I don't think people realize what a feat that is post-COVID, trying to get back on a carnival tour schedule, but we have secured one, and we're currently working on funding to make this happen. So fingers crossed that we can pull it off. The first quarter of 2025 has been a period of significant process and growth for the Perry Chamber of Commerce. With strong leadership, renewed direction, and a commitment to collaboration, we're confident in our ability to drive positive change for Perry. We appreciate the ongoing support of the City of Perry and look forward to continuing our efforts to enhance our community and our local economy. So, thank you all so much. Do you all have any questions for me while I'm here? No? Okay.
No.
Personally, for me, thank you so much for attending the banquet. It really meant a lot for me to see so many friendly faces here from our city council, and it was great. I thought it was a great event, and everybody seemed to really enjoy themselves. So, all right. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you,
Appreciate
Katie.
it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Katie.
And thanks for coming and delivering that for us.
Yeah,
We really
absolutely.
appreciate those updates. And I'm personally excited to see everything that you're going to be doing this year. It sounds like you've got a lot going on, and I really like the collaboration that you have with YMCA, with Main Street, with the museum. It's fun and fantastic to see that happening in the organization. So thank you. All right, moving along. Item number 6, our city manager report.
Awesome. So I have just a couple of things. The first is I wanted to comment on the chamber banquet. I was able to attend that, and it really was an awesome event. And just commenting on Katie's report, I totally agree, Mayor. I think that's exactly what council has been wanting to see, is the collaboration with different community groups, which is exciting. A couple of other things. Streets is officially out of the Ditch Witch building as of this morning. They're 100% moved. I would like to do kind of an open house for council and elected officials next council meeting. Just prior to the meeting beginning, we can go over there and walk through their current building and see the updates they've done there. So exciting news there. And then the last thing I wanted to talk about is just to publicly thank our electric department for all the work, and fire for all the work they did during these last huge windstorms last week. We only had one structure fire here in town, and I think honestly that was because of all the effort that our electric department has put into trimming tree branches and working with contractors to get that done. They've spent a lot of money, and it really saved us during that wind event. So very exciting, and glad for the efforts they've put in order to make it through that crisis, or what could have been a crisis and was for a lot of towns around the state. So that's all I've got.
All right, thank you. Any questions for Nate? All right, moving along to item number 7, our CFO report.
Tax deadline week, so you will get me. All right, you've got February numbers in front of you. I think Connor just got them out this morning. So total cash, change of about 2% from where we were last month, so remaining fairly steady. I want to point out we've got a little over $2.4 million sitting in CDs and investments. In collaboration, keeping with that word, it seems to be a theme for the meeting, with our local banks, that has generated interest income of about $47,000 in the month of February. Isn't that awesome? So our interest income compared to budget is about 120%, so it's been a very favorable fiscal year for that. General fund itself, when we look at comparison to budget, we should be about 67%. You can see revenues are trending very, very well compared to that. Our sales tax itself is up about 19% from last month. Use tax is up 20%. So again, with all the construction and economic development that's happening in this community, it has been a boost to our sales tax and use tax numbers. Expense-wise, we're remaining very well on track. I think every department is being cognizant of their spending. And when we look at our net revenue for 8 months of this fiscal year, a little over $2.1 million. Majority of that is coming from a transfer in from our utilities, right? 1.8 million of that. Over on the public works side, our municipal authority, operating income of a little over $2 million. That profit margin is about 25%. It's always a goal for us to stick kind of around that percentage. Our budget is at 20%, so we are benefiting from the summer months, right? That we had all the additional watering, all of that going on. So that's kind of, and electric revenues. So that's kind of boosted our profit margin. 8 months into the year, so we'll see that slowly drop and then pick back up for the last couple of months of the year. Net income of $391,000. So overall, pretty good position for 8 months of fiscal year. Questions? Thoughts?
What was hotel?
Hotel motel, well, $7,891.
And cash on hand, we're at almost 10 minutes, or almost 11.
Unrestricted?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right, any other questions? No? Thank you, Meredith. All right, let's move on to item number 8. Presentation from Melanie McGuire concerning grants, including a public-private partnership award letter.
Yes, I'll address that, and I'm also going to give just a brief overview of the grant work that we've done so far. So it's been a little bit since I got to come and talk to you about some of the grant work that we've been working on. When I first got started, Nate and I meet every other week to talk about ongoing grants that we're applying for, that I've identified that we're going to go after. I've also been meeting with the different department heads to look at their different needs, and then in addition to working on some park projects with Patty, our parks director. And then also working with the fire chief on potentially maybe planning out a new fire department at some point in time. I know that's on like the 5 to 10 year plan, so we want to get out in front of us. So wanted to update you guys on the current awards that we have. So we did get the JAG award for $10,000 for iPads for the police department, and so that has already been secured. iPads have been ordered for the police department. We're working on additional things for the police department, including some dash cams, maybe some body cams, depending on what all they're wanting to do. Public safety as well, they also were awarded $10,000 grant for a new canine. So the funds have been have already been sent in. They are just trying to locate a new canine dog. So it could be a single purpose or dual purpose. I'm not really sure, whichever they're going to be able to find. So that was exciting. But the most exciting one that we just received is a P3 financing grant. So this is going to go towards the Charles Hall Boulevard. We're going to widen that highway frontage road to be a two-way street. So Seth Wadley has graciously agreed to put $400,000 towards that project. So we went out to find some additional grant funding out there. And through the Oklahoma Department of Commerce, they are actually able to collect state income tax from employers. So they're actually going to use the state income tax from Seth Wadley Group to fund this program. And so we have been awarded the $350,000 needed in order to do that construction project. So
Nice.
super exciting.
Thank you.
So yeah, we've got a meeting set in the next few weeks to discuss timeline and all that other stuff, but it's actually funded through the Oklahoma Department of Commerce, but the Oklahoma Municipal Finance Authority is the one that actually collects the funds. So they're already collecting those, and I think you'll have an agreement to review and sign, and they'll just send the payments ACH to the city of Perry, and they'll be able to, or we'll be able to pay for it that way. So quarterly payments will come in. So that was exciting there.
Huge win.
That is big, yeah.
So with that opportunity with the P3 financing, I also met with their director this past week because there's a lot of infrastructure needs that I hear. So I got the chance to sit down with Nate, Russ, and Bryce and talk through some of the housing development, some of the other needs that are needing to be done around the Loves, some of that master plan there. And there's going to be, we think, some funding that's going to be available again through this P3 financing program. We just need to be able to get out there and talk to some of our largest employers. Toro's going to be one of them that we're going to talk to. They've actually taken advantage of this program already, so they're going to be familiar with it. So they actually used that program to help redo the highway in front of their facility there. So we're going to talk to them. We also want to talk to the school, and maybe they could be a potential candidate for some of their payroll as well. So that could also go towards some of these infrastructure projects, bringing the sewer, water, electric to these housing developments and other projects that we're looking at. So that was a huge win.
Nice.
Yeah, so I was gonna put this one in my memo, and then I was like, no, let's surprise council and let Melanie come and talk about it. Because this really was her win. Like, a lot of the other grants she's applied for so far has been things we knew about, and she's helped by relieving that work, right, of applying. But this was one that it wasn't even on our radar. So just to be clear, this is her win. Very cool.
Well, it's our win, I'll say that. It's, for the betterment of Perry. This is similar to one that Main Street actually got to apply for through the Oklahoma Department of Commerce. And what I heard from that director with the Oklahoma Finance Authority is that this is a unique program that's offered in Oklahoma. And so this can be used as a benefit for our city, that we are constantly taking advantage of this. So we can think about kind of our master plan. And if we can get in front of these employers like Toro, the schools, everyone, and go, hey, we need to continually apply every single year for this funding, we can really tackle a lot of things. So it'll be exciting. So those are the approved grants out there. We have one outstanding that I'm waiting to hear back. We did an OSERF grant out there for some equipment for our ambulance services. So we'll be waiting to hear back if we got that one. And we do have some others in process, so kind of just working on the details of the final submission. We've got, like I said, the dash camera funding that we're working on applying for through the Kerr Foundation. There's a T-Mobile hometown grant that we're going to be applying for park projects. TSET Healthy Incentives Grant, that's another one for park projects. And then Toro Green Space Enhancement Grant. So that's one that Perry is eligible for through the Toro Foundation that we're going to be applying for as well. In addition to, there's another 10 plus grants that we've identified, just working through kind of that priority list of what Nate wants to see and what the other department heads want to see as well. So,
Nice.
you guys have any questions?
Thank you
Yeah.
for everything you're doing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it.
We love getting grants, and it's exciting to see
Yeah.
the opportunities.
Grants are good.
Yeah, grants are great.
It's
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Melanie. All right, let's go to item number 9, consider nomination of 2 residents as members of the Perry Planning Commission. So we currently only have 3 members on our Planning Commission, so we have some seats that need to be filled. And it's been recommended to me to nominate Rick Vick as one of them, and then Ryan Vollmer also expressed interest in filling in the other seat. And they've both agreed to it, and I feel good about it. So I would like to nominate to the council for approval those seats be filled by Rick Vick and Ryan Vollmer.
Do you need a
I make a
second?
motion that we accept your nominations.
There we go.
Second.
All right. Well, let's have roll call.
Okay.
Coffee,
Yes.
Bledsoe,
Yes.
Marshall,
Yes.
Brown,
Yes.
Wortham.
Yes. All right. And so item number 10, consider approval of an amendment to section 1.4A of the Perry Purchasing Manual, providing for the authority of the city manager to make purchases, contracts, leases, payments, and to perform other actions with designated spending limits. Now with this item, I'd like to make a motion that we table it until next time, until we have the full council here to go over it, because I know that there was some questions, discussions that some of these members wanted to be a part of that and to get the full presentation of it. So I'll make that motion that we table it to next time.
Second.
Okay.
Okay, Coffee,
Yes.
Bledsoe,
Yes.
Marshall,
Yes.
Brown,
Yes.
Wortham.
Yes. Item 11, discussion of payment of ambulance transfer rate to the city from SMC while CT Scan was unable to perform certain procedures and transportation to Stillwater was required. This one, I believe we'd like to table this one as well. There's a little bit more information that is being prepared to be provided to the council. And then again, this is something that we wanted to bring before the whole council. So with that, I'll make a motion that we table item number 11 until next time.
Second.
And Coffee,
Yes.
Bledsoe,
Yes.
Marshall,
Yes.
Brown,
Yes.
Wortham.
Yes. Item number 12, consider approval of lump sum OMRF pension payment to Melissa Dale. So Nate?
Yeah, so this is pretty routine. Sometimes when there's a separation of employment, the employee will request a lump sum payment of their pension, which she did in this case. So we're just recommending that we pay that lump sum to Melissa as we've separated employment with her recently.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and second.
And Coffee,
Yes.
Bledsoe,
Yes.
Marshall,
Yes.
Brown,
Yes.
Wortham.
Yes. All right, item 13, any new business? Seeing none. Item 14, we are going to pass over on that because with that we need the whole council as well, so we don't need to go into executive session. So that takes us to item 16. Nope, it's part of the executive session, correct?
Yep.
Yep, all right. Item 17, our favorite, adjourn.
Motion to
Sec-
adjourn.
Second.
Shortest meeting ever.
Coffee,
Yes.
Bledsoe,
Yes.
Marshall,
Yes.
Brown,
Yes.
Wortham.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, let's call our meeting to order for the Perry Municipal Authority and have roll call.
And Coffee,
Here.
Bledsoe,
Here.
Marshall,
Here.
Davis, Coldarn, Rupp, Williams, Brown,
Here.
Wortham.
Here, we've got quorum. Item 1, consent agenda.
Motion to approve.
Second.
And Coffee,
Yes.
Bledsoe,
Yes.
Marshall,
Yes.
Davis, Stokes, Brown,
Yes.
Wortham.
Yes.
Big gap.
All right. Comments from those assembled? None. Item 5, any new business? Nope. Item
Motion to
6,
adjourn.
there you go.
Second.
Coffee,
Yes.
Bledsoe,
Yes.
Marshall,
Yes.
Brown,
Yes.
Wortham.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, let's call our meeting to order for the Perry Facilities Authority and have roll call.
Coffee,
Here.
Bledsoe,
Here.
Marshall,
Here.
Davis, Coldarn, Rupp, Williams, Brown,
Here.
Wortham.
Here, we've got quorum. Item 1, consent agenda.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Coffee,
Yes.
Bledsoe,
Yes.
Marshall,
Yes.
Brown,
Yes.
Wortham.
Yes. Item 5, any new business? All right, we have a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
And Coffee,
Yes.
Bledsoe,
Yes.
Marshall,
Yes.
Brown,
Yes.
Wortham.
Yes.